So I gotta get some things off my chest. For those who follow me or know me, I like to talk about politics. I always had since I was young, really young. But so, can we talk about Miss Owens? Candace Owens. For those who don't know who Candace Owens is, she is the black conservative during the Trump era, blew up, in the air just to talk nonsense and spew the MAGA talk, and has an organization called Blexit, which is supposed to help black people, but really it's a whole grifting scheme. Catch my drift if you know who she is. You could do your research on her, but she tweeted this yesterday in light of Demi Lovato, who is a openly bisexual woman, and she chose her pronouns to be them and they, or they and them, which that's her prerogative. But Candace Owens had the audacity to tweet this. Announcing that your pronouns are they and them is just poor grammar. I don't care your reasons. Please stop trying to make low academic achievement a thing. I don't think Demi Lovato was reaching for low academic achievement. So when she tweeted that, I tweeted this, and I have a video. You can look at the video. Candace Owens should worry about herself, including her child, and not about pronouns. Which is true, because you're not even part of the LGBTQ community. That's for damn sure one. I know I'm not, and she's definitely not. She's a quote-unquote Christian conservative, like you went to church or something. Okay. Also, what else? You should worry about, let's see, maintaining your relevancy. How about, becoming an analyst on Fox News and not a guest host? Or better yet, work on building up Blexit and not trying to make it a grifting scheme just to pay your motherfucking bills and take care of your kid. But obviously, you have the time and energy to tweet about other people. And of course, some folks got mad. So I'm just going to read some comments from some of her bots, because that's what it is. And one of her bots said this to me. Demi can have a prerogative, but not Candace. First of all, he put Candace, but it's actually Candace. You could tell this was a bot. And I ain't had no time to reply to him. With all the poor grammar and hypocrisy used just within this clip, delete this, sis. You look crazy defending Demi as attempt to tear Candace down. Now he spelled Candace's name right. First of all, I don't have to delete shit. Bot. But anyway, another bot. Take this down. You're embarrassing yourself. People in real life don't do that pronoun stuff. They actually do. People that I work with use she and her, him and her, or they. Because I worked with a lot of non-binary people. I worked in a nonprofit sector in New York. New York is like the epicenter of the LGBTQ plus community. Posting this makes you look like someone who has been defeated by the internet. That don't make no sense. But he has 20 followers, so I didn't even respond to him. But the one that got me, whoo, and it was interesting. Quite interesting. And I took screenshots of it. So, because eventually this person blocked me like a little punk after I told her about herself. But her name was Stay Woke, but her name is Kashonda. How black is that name? Tweeted this first to me. To moi. Attention seeker. Do something about those teeth and stop worrying about at real Candace Owens. First of all, you're getting on me and my teeth. I know my teeth is not pearly white because I drink a lot of coffee, and I know it's not straight, but Stay Woke told me that. So I said this in my tweet to Stay Woke, because I still left the tweet up there. I'm no punk bitch. Because Stay Woke had all the time and all the audacity to, quote, tweet my shit. Coming from a person who has 516 followers, because that's her profile. If anything, you need attention to boost your following. Stay woke on that shit. And she did this. She laughed. I don't care about followers, idiot. I'm a grown-ass woman who has been married for 20 years and have 3 teen daughters. I don't have time to beg for followers like you. Grow your ass up. It's actually, you should have said grow the fuck up. I would have respected that a lot more. Hello. And then the real kicker, I guess what really made her block me, was this. I guess she didn't like it. So I said to her, since she has, a husband, she's been married for 20 years and she has 3 kids. So I said this to her. Why the fuck are you in my mentions? Shouldn't you be worrying about your daughters and catering to your husband? I really want to say, should you be worried about fucking your husband, sitting on his dick and making the head bust? Unfortunately, you are on this app being a unnecessary troll. And because I said that to her, Krishanda proceeds to block me. This is what she did, people. So, to Miss Krishanda, aka Stay Woke. I said before, my teeth are not the perfect pearly whites, but they're brushed and my breath don't stink. That's 1. 2, yes, I'm single and I'm 35 and my following is growing. I'm not an attention seeker. I don't seek to get clout, because if I did, I would have been on television. And also, Stay Woke. Instead of worrying about me and my physical appearance, worry about you. Worry about actually, gaining some following, because since you like to troll people, taking care of your daughters and sitting on your husband's dick to make the head bust, make his cum go splurt around since you've been married for 20 years instead of being on Twitter. Sit on his dick more often and stop worrying about my coochie and my following. Just as simple as that. I mean, I don't know why these people worry about my page so much. And it's just not people like her on the right. It's also people on the left, too. There's some other guy on the left who's obsessed and everything. Like, he should worry about himself. Actually worry about getting some dick. Because, yes, he's part of that lifestyle. He should worry about actually picking up a guy. He make sure he get his, his booster shot. And worry about actually sitting on some dick himself. Like, people need to get laid. Like, stop worrying about me. I'm fine. I know, cousin, I know what, but like, people are so worried about me. Worry about yourself and actually sit on some dick if that's your choice, or getting your cooch licked, or just worry about. There's a lot of love out there there's something out there for everyone to do. And someone to do, than worrying about someone like me. Because I'm not worried about you. I'm not worried about you. And Nick talking about, the socialist, MMA, the mixed martial arts fighter, worrying about not having a girlfriend. Let me tell you something. You could have had a girlfriend if you wasn't a dick, if you didn't look the way you look, and just a whole entire asshole that you are. Maybe you can actually get a girlfriend. Maybe she can actually sit on your penis. I mean, all of these people, they just need some love. Brianna Gray needs some love. David Serrata needs to get more sex more often from his wife. Ryan Knight needs love. All of these people, all of these angry people need a hug. They just need a hug. Unfortunately, I'm not that motherfucker to hug them, because I don't want to hug them. I'm still salty about Hillary Clinton. I'm still salty. I'm still salty about the way they treated Kamala Harris. That's right. Everybody just need a hug. Some people just need to get laid. You know, they just need to get laid. I mean, I haven't got laid in a while. I mean, because of COVID. But eventually, I will get laid before these people. They just need to get laid. I think that solves all the problems in the world. Yeah, it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing when they booed. And speaking of Bernie bros and Bernie ilk alike and these progressives, they flattening the curve. Oh, God. So, I believe a bill, I got to read the scope of this bill, but a security bill was passed. I want to know what's in it before I get to the reading of the people. So according to The Hill, and as much as they pissed me off, the House on Thursday passed a $1.9 trillion spending bill to upgrade the Capitol security in the wake of the January 6th mob attack in a tight 213 and 212 vote, with the bill nearly going down because of opposition from liberal Democrats known as the Squad. The legislation was approved with 3 Democrats, Rep. Cori Bush, Ilhan Omar, Ayanna Pressley voting no, and other 3, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Rashida Tlaib, and Jamal Bowen voting present. 2 Republicans were absent from the vote, while all Republicans present voted no. House Democrat leaders held an open procedural vote proceeding final passage of the security spending bill due to some progressives expressing concerns about the funding for Capitol Police, according to numerous Democrat sources. Some liberals were questioning if a double standard bill was played between police handling of Black Lives Matter and when the pro-Trump mob, some of them carried Confederate flags and stormed the Capitol. We cannot support this increased funding while many of our communities continue to face police brutality. This is what all of them say. So here's the thing. Right? Going to make this clear. Some people are going to be offended, but do I give a fuck? No, I don't give a fuck. All of those, including 2 from my city, even though they don't represent me, thank God, are fucking stupid. And I'm going to start with the one that was the main target, the ringleader, Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. How fucking dare you? Did not vote for that bill when your life, along with the Speaker of the House, the former Vice President, and others in Senate leadership and House leadership lives were in danger. Are you out of your mind? Like, I don't get why you didn't vote it no. Or vote it present. Anyway, you didn't vote for the fucking bill. Because it increased, what is it? What is that? Because it increased funding and spending for the Capitol Police. Duh, your life was in danger. If Donald Trump had it this way, all of y'all in Congress would have been dead. And especially you and Nancy Pelosi and even Mike Pence. But you voted no because of our communities. Defunding the police is a separate bill. That's the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act. But this is how dumb half of these new progressive members are. And people keep voting. Why y'all vote for these motherfuckers? Like, I don't get it. What is there about them that is so exciting and that is so influential to vote these people in? What is the influence? I don't get it. And I can speak because two of them are from my city. So I'm going to start with, let's see. Eliot Engel. Yeah, he wasn't around as much. But damn it. I mean, he would have voted for that bill. Because the Capitol was under siege. The Capitol has not been stormed like that since 1812. During the War of 1812. So shame on you, Jamal Bowen. You're going to have to deal with those Caribbeans up in your district. And the Hispanic people that put your ass in there. Now Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Even though you unseated Joe Crowley. Joe Crowley would have actually voted for that bill. And would have actually been way more effective. Actually, he was more effective. He was like the number 3 Democrat in the House. Or the number 2 Democrat in the House. Before Stoney. He was high ranking in there with Jim Clyburn. And you unseated him. And now people are feeling stupid because they feel like they wasted their vote on you over him. Who actually did shit for the people of Queens and even from the east side of the Bronx. The only way you were saved by the gentrifiers and the Hispanic people and a little bit of the black people that live in your district. Because not a lot of black people live in her district. Quiet as a cat. And with Ayanna, that's surprising. But then again, she's been doing some stupid shit too. But overall with the squad, they've been irritating my soul since they got there. As a collective. And people get mad when I criticize them. I criticize them because they are the least effective in Congress. They in safe blue districts. And you voted the longtime honchos in. Because I understand you need to get new leadership. But now it's like, really? Y'all really doing that? That shit is whack. But overall, they need to be primaried. And it's primary season. So whoever is willing to run against them, they need to be effective. They need to be active on social media and on the ground running. That's my advice. Yeah, I know I could be doing this on Twitter, but it's easy to do it here because I can actually snippet the video and put the snippets there and then put this on my YouTube. But I will be doing a YouTube live. I have to get up on my restream again because I haven't done it in a while. And it's easy to connect with some folks on my Instagram because it's actually, the following on Instagram is actually rising. So thank you for that advice. And I like to read y'all comments. If they had any concerns about the bill, they could have wrote the amendment. Obviously they didn't. They're too lazy. That's why they're ineffective. All of them. Somebody said they need to be primary. Yes, primary them because they haven't done it. They haven't passed any laws. If you look at the Congression, if you go on Congress like .gov or like or GovTrack.gov, you will see like they're not effective. And that's the crazy part. All these to me, the progressive movement have been colonized, and it just have been watered down. Like progressives that I grew up with in Harlem actually did shit, and they actually invited people to the fold. They actually invited people to join the movement. They actually, gave a reason why you should be a progressive Democrat or a progressive independent. Now it's just like, it's like a new trend. It's like a hip thing. And that's not cool. And that gets me mad because it's like, I grew up around activists in Harlem. And in the Bronx. And in Brooklyn. And the way they acting like, these folks acting like now, they would be ashamed. Like it's stupid. And yeah, Cori Bush is ashamed too. Like you unseated William Lacy. And you went off. And that was your first couple of days there and then you voted against it. That's dumb. Yeah, they all Twitter fingers and all, want to be on TV, but no action. People like Nancy Pelosi, Joyce Beatty, Adriano Espaillat, which is my congressman, Hakeem Jeffries. And people can talk shit about Chuck Schumer all they want, but he actually gets shit done. And they all get shit done. Those old school Democrats get shit done. They have to work tirelessly because of these new progressives that come in and just don't do anything. But I give credit. Marjorie Jones, I think, voted for the bill, if I'm not mistaken. He actually voted for the bill, shockingly. But overall, and this is to these white leftists, young white leftists, some, from 18 to, I can say, 40. Because they're the main issue. Let me tell y'all something. Your meaning of progressivism is a cult. It's not real. Coming from a person that grew up around progressives all their lives. Or my whole entire life, actually. You guys were never for the cause. Your parents were Reagan conservatives. I understand you have a new mind and you think differently like your parents, but you guys don't do shit. You guys are not part of the movement. You guys are not allies of black people or brown people, because if you were, you would have voted for the Democratic ticket, and you would not be tweeting things that you regret voting for the Democratic platform. That means that you have privilege. Unlike me, my people actually died and got their ass kicked for me to have my privilege, my voting privilege, and my full civil rights. So when y'all tweet shit like that, it makes me side eye y'all. And for the white leftist men especially, from 18 to 40. You guys, I don't trust y'all. I really don't. I truly, honestly, I truly don't. And I don't trust y'all because y'all say one thing, y'all be in a march and completely vote against the Democratic ticket. Or if y'all vote for the Democratic ticket, y'all will criticize the Democratic ticket, and y'all will criticize the first female vice president of color. Calling people the K-Hive a fan group. Which I'm still salty about that shit. I'm a salty motherfucker. Yes, I am saltine like saltine crackers. But as I get off this live, I would like to say to this new progressive cult, because you guys are not a movement and you're not real progressives. You guys ain't shit. Until you do something else that's positive, that y'all show me y'all ain't shit and y'all ain't gonna be shit. So y'all need to take a shower, brush your teeth, put some deodorant under your arms, get your sleeve rolled up, and actually do some work. And stop complaining about the Democratic Party. Okay? But other than that, yes, Kenny, I'm going to put this on my live, on my Instagram, and I'm going to put it on YouTube. I am so sorry. And by the way, I want to give a shout out to Kenny. Kenny did such a good job on this panel that he was on Monday night. It was really, really, really good. And I think it was 5 guys online, something like that. I watched it and it was really good. So please support Kenny. And if y'all like on live streams or doing something, that just let us all know, so like people can actually watch y'all and support y'all, because we are an online group and we may be far apart in different sections of the country, but damn, let's support each other. Let's support each other. It's important. And I meant to get on Isaiah Carter, and Isaiah Carter, also follow him too, because he's really cool too. Isaiah Carter, follow Jan, follow Kay, follow a couple of other people, because everybody got something to say. So until then, have a good night.